Hi, this is Melissa with A Creative Journey with Melissa, and today I'm going to show you a really cool project for Breast Cancer Awareness Month, which is October. And we are highlighting our Awareness Ribbon Stamp Set 1, and we are also going to be highlighting the use of our chameleon pens. We do have a giveaway, another one this week. We're going to be also giving away this stamp set because I used this stamp set last week and also this week for our tutorial and our example. So I will be giving this awesome stamp set away again. I've actually been requested to do this because this is such a versatile stamp set. You can use it for any awareness cause and color the ribbon in whatever color would be according to what awareness cause you are using it for. Like for example, I know that you have autism, which is red and blue and yellow. You also have green, which would be Down syndrome awareness. There's a number of different causes and a number of different colors that you could use this stamp set for. So we thought this would be the best for the giveaway. So we will be giving another one of these away. So make sure that you are a YouTube follower and that you also subscribe to our blog. And in doing so, you will be entered in to win this stamp set. If you want to find out if you were a winner from last week, please be sure to check out our blog post. The link is in the YouTube video and in the YouTube video description. So you can check it out and you'll see if you are one of the winners. Anyway, that is all I have for that information. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you what information or what items you're going to need to create this awesome card. I'm going to show you the card. This is the card we are making. It is by far, I think, a simple, beautiful, elegant card. I love it. Sorry if I do say so myself, but I think that anyone that is dealing with breast cancer, whether you are fighting it yourself or you have a loved one that's fighting it, or you have survived it, you are amazing and you are a warrior, and don't forget that. So that's what I'm making this card for. And the warrior stamp is also in the Awareness Stamp Set 1. And there's a number of different words here. And like I said, it's very versatile. And it is definitely one of the favorites for our, customers. So this is the card we're going to make. And I'm going to show you everything that you'll need for that. So you will need, like I said, the Awareness Ribbon Stamp Set 1. You will need your chameleon pen PK3. You will need 2 feather dies. I have these 2 and they are by Fiskars. I'm sorry, they are by Cricut. We have cute little beads here, and we have some background paper. We have some paper to die cut and also stamp on, as well as a card back. We have this awesome little quick stick tool. I love it. It's one of my favorites, and it's great for picking up rhinestones or pearls or whatever, so that's what we have this out for. We have our block, we have our pearls, we have our Memento Tuxedo Black ink, and we have our 3D foam squares. So that's what we're going to need for the creation. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take everything off so I can show you what we're going to do first. The first thing we're going to do is we are going to take our die cut machine, which I am using Sizzix Big Shot, and I'm going to take out my cool, awesome, thin wafer dies, and I'm going to take out this cute little machine, which is the Big Shot, and I'm just going to show you how to do this once because I thought it would be repetitive and make the video longer if I showed you how to do this over and over again. So I'm going to just show you how to die cut this leaf, okay? It would be the same for either one of these. It's the same exact process, but I'm just going to show it to you once, and all you have to do is follow along, okay? So if you're not familiar with how to do this, pay attention, and this will be super duper simple for you, okay? So what we're going to do is we're going to take our platform that comes from Sizzix, okay? And we're going to have it on tab 2, okay? Then we're going to put this clear platform on top, and then we will place our paper down. We will then place our die face down so that this area is where it gets cut from, and we're just going to place it face down in the area in which I want to cut. Obviously you want to make sure you line it up so it's not on a place that's already been cut. And then we're going to sandwich that and place this right on top. Okay? So then we're going to roll it through. And once that's done, we will take off our top clear platform. Okay? And then we will take off our leaf right here. And you will see this is where it was die cut from. And on this die, I'm just going to poke the little hole that's right there, poke it in, and then you can just lift it up really easily like this. Okay? So there's your die, and this is the die cut that you made. All right? So that's all we've got right there. So I'm just going to put this aside because I already have some done already for you so that we don't have to take too long to do this. Okay, so we're going to set all this fun stuff aside. We have right now, we're going to take this right here and this right here along with our adhesive, which I forgot to mention, so I'll make sure I put this in the blog post. And what we're going to do is, this is the official creation. So I'm going to put that aside so you can be looking at that while we're doing this, okay? We're just going to add some adhesive, like so. All right, and then we're just going to place it on the card the way that we want it to look, okay? So you want to try to center it, and that looks good. Okay, let's see, does that look centered? It looks a little off. I'm going to pull it up. Fortunately, with the scrapbook adhesives Easy Dots, I can easily put this up and reposition it. So that really makes it for some great adhesive, especially for me because I tend to make mistakes, and it's a pain in the butt when I do that. So let's fix that. Okay, that looks a little better. So that's done. We're going to set that part aside. Okay, now what we're going to do is we're going to take out our paper. We're going to take out our stamps right here, and we're going to place our stamp on the block. All right, just like so. And we're going to get our ink out, and we're going to ink our stamp. So we're just going to ink it. I usually do it about 3 times. I don't know if this is just a weird thing, but it's just kind of how I do it. Okay. So I'm going to stamp this once. And I'm actually going to stamp it one more time just because if I make a mistake or I need one later, it just saves me a little time. I always like to do one extra. It's just, I've got the stuff out, I might as well do a little extra. That way we can make sure that it's convenient in case I have another one I need to make later. So we have our stamped image right here. We're going to take our chameleon pen. We're going to take the lid off of it, like so. This is where the blending solution is, all right? And then we're going to take the pen cap off, like so, and we're going to set that aside, all right? So then we're going to take the blending solution cartridge and place it right on top of the nib. Now I'm using the bullet nib. You can use either nib, it's your choice, but I'm using the bullet nib. So we're just going to place it on there, and we're going to make sure that the nibs are touching inside, okay? Then we're going to hold it upright for about 5 to 10 seconds. What this does is it makes the top of the marker nib or pen nib have a lighter color. So then when you start to color, I start with my light source, which means wherever you see the light reflecting. So that will be the lightest part of your creation. And then as you use this, your color, the pigment will start to come out more as the blending solution is used, and then it'll be darker in different areas. And that gives you your highlighting, okay? So as you can see here, see if we can get you a good close-up. See if you can see that. Okay, so that right there shows you how there's a little bit of a lighter color there, and that's where the blending solution was put on. Okay, where the nibs touched. So I'm just going to color the area, the lightest area first. And this is just how I do it. Not everybody does it this way. It's really personal preference. But this seems to work for me, so I do it this way. Okay? So I do the lighter part first, like where my light source would be. And then, like I said yesterday, I'm sorry, I believe it was last week or my week before video, I was taught by, I'm sure, a number of people how to color. The one instance that I remember the most is my paternal grandmother. And she taught me how to outline the image, which I ironically still do. And in doing so, I outline it and then I color it in. And that works really good when you're doing shading because the outline tends to be a little bit darker. And so that gives you another highlighting area. Okay? So this is how I would do it. I'm just going to do this really quick. I have another one done already, but I wanted to at least show you how to color it in. Okay? And I'm going to do the same down here. Okay, and as you can see, you'll see that there's a lighter area in the middle of the image, right here and right here, and that's where the blending solution was the most present. So it was lighter there, and then as you can see on the outside, like this part here is darker than it would be right here because that was right after I utilized it. Okay, so I'm not going to use this one. I'm going to actually use this one right here. I already colored it. It's dry. I don't have to worry about it. So I'm just setting that aside, trying to make it a little bit faster for you guys. Okay. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take off my warrior stamp, which is right here. And as you can see, these are definitely loved and used. So I'm going to take off my warrior stamp right here. I'm going to place it on my block. I'm going to take my ink back out. And I'm going to ink the word warrior because I want to place it right on the ribbon. Okay, so we're just going to place it right there. Okay, and that's done. So we will put our ink aside. I will clean up my stamps later, save a little time. In the meantime, like I said before, I had some of these feathers already pre-cut. And I did that to save time. But since you already know how to do it, you would just repeat the steps that I showed you earlier. Okay? So right now, what we need to do is we need to take the feathers out. We're going to take our foam squares. And of course, we're going to take out the little bead creation here. Okay? Now, I also will be using the pearls, so I will be putting these aside right here and put that right there. Okay? So what we're going to do is we're going to place these at approximately where I think they'll look best. And I think I'm going to put this one a little bit closer and then place this one right like this. Okay? I think that's pretty close to what it looks like on there. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to use just a little bit of adhesive. And just so I make sure that they kind of stay in place, I'm just going to use a little bit of it just so it stays. Okay, so let me fix this right here. And there we go. So I think that looks good. I like the way that looks. I'll give you a little close-up. So I've just layered 3 of these feathers. Okay. Then what we're going to do is we're going to place this right here, this awareness ribbon, and we're going to take a little bit of adhesive and we're going to place it on the back. And all it is for this to have a good placement for the pearls. Okay, so we're going to place it right about there. I think this looks good, and I like the way it kind of highlights over the ribbon. I think that looks really nice. Okay. Again, all of this is really design choices. You may not like it with the pearls. You may like more pearls. You may not like these pearls. Whatever you choose, this is just basically a jumping off point so that you have some ideas as to what you want to do with your stamps that hopefully you will win. Okay, so we have this. And we have this. Now what we're going to do is we're going to place our pearls right on the edges of our feathers right here, okay? And we used a medium pearl. So I'm just going to place this right here. We're going to place this right here. And we're going to place this one right here. Okay? So that's done. And now what we're going to do is we're going to take the foam squares right here and we're going to place one in between so it gives it a little bit of height and a little bit of dimension. All right? So I'm going to do another one under here. And I'm going to take off the top so that we can take off the top so that the adhesive can show through. There's two different, whoops, this one just fell off. Okay, there's two different ways, or two different sides of this that has adhesive. They both have little backings on them. Whoops. So I'm just going to take this off and then place this one back on top. Okay, and then we're going to take this little piece off, the top part off. Okay, just like that. And then place that on top. Maybe move it just a little bit like that. Okay, that looks good. Alright, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to just place this on the card where I think it looks best. Okay, so I'm just going to use this right here, this adhesive. I'm going to use this as a gauge since this has already been done. So I'm going to place this right about here. I think that looks pretty close. Alright. Now we have the 3D here, 3D here. Now I'm going to put one right here, okay? And I'm going to use the full square on this one. And I'm going to put it right underneath, like so, okay? And then I'm going to peel off the paper. And then I'm going to stick it on. And there we have the 3D look, okay? So now all we have to do here is we have to place this right on top, okay? But I want this to look 3D as well. So I'm going to place a few of the foam squares on the back here. Okay, so one I'm going to place right here, right on top of the beads that we have or the pearls we have, okay? I'm going to place another one right here on top. And then I'm going to take one more and I'm actually going to cut it in half. And let me reach over and grab my scissors. I'm going to cut it in half. And I'm going to place one half on this side and one half on this side. Okay? So then we're just going to remove the paper that's protecting the adhesive. And then once that's done, we will place it right on our card and we'll be set. Okay, let me put this away here. Okay, so let's do this. And there you have it. We have our card. Excuse me. So right here is the card that I just made, and this is the card that I had created previously. It's a little bit different, but not much. And again, you are welcome to add a whole bunch of leaves, a whole bunch of feathers, a bunch of beads and no feathers. Whatever you choose, whatever you think looks best for your creation is what I would suggest you do. Because everybody's creativity is different and everybody's choices and preferences are different. So I really hope that you enjoyed visiting us today, and I hope that you enjoyed the creation of the Awareness Ribbon Stamp Set 1 for breast cancer awareness. I hope you will be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel as well as our blog and check out our website at www.acjwm.com or www.acreativejourneywithmelissa.com, and be sure to subscribe so that you can be in the running to get the Awareness Ribbon Stamp Set, which I am sure that you will love. And this is it right here. And thank you so much for joining us, and we hope that you enjoyed going on a creative journey with Melissa. Have a great day. Thanks. Bye-bye.